I cannot stand on the drama, the gods of the dark and they moving like zombies. Trusting nobody. I cannot love her, but I said I love her cause I was so gone to the Molly. Yeah, serving a sorry, roll up deep to the party. Only Uber big boss.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Gabzzz here and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Joyner Lucas's album, because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna say it. I've been sleeping on Joyner. I mean, I knew he was good. Like, I've listened to a lot of his songs, but I'm now realizing how good he actually is. Because I used to listen to his music and just be like, yeah, whatever, it's Joyner Lucas, but it's good music. It's really good music. And then he kept coming out with hits, and I just was not processing that, holy shit, this guy's actually really, really good. But it just was not processing in my head until ADHD came out, and I looked at the album, and I'm like, I don't see any bad songs. Now, honestly, I don't have my playlist in front of me, but I can tell you that there's more than 10 songs on the album that I have on my playlist. And I guess part of that is because he's been releasing them so slowly, because he wants them to all have their own little moment. Like, I Love was released, like, in 2018, I believe. So, like, he's been releasing in increments for the past year and a half, maybe even 2 years for this album. And honestly, I can say this 100% factually, it worked. Because every song had its moment. It went, I Love, to, I forget if there was anything between them there, but there was the ISIS with Logic, then there was ADHD, then there was Revenge, I think, and then there was Lotto, and then now the album came out. There was Will, and then the album came out. But honestly, they all had their own moment to shine. And now when you look at the project as a collective, it just shows how good Joyner is. Now, personally, I would say so far this is album of the year. It's going to be hard to beat, for sure. But so far it's album of the year. I guess it's competing with Eternal Take at this point. But Eternal Take was not as good. It just wasn't. But that's partially because it was a little bit overhyped. Whereas Joyner's was not really hyped that much at all. In the grand scheme of things. And so when you look at it and you see, okay, well, if there's any more albums releasing, there's plenty of albums. We're in March. There's plenty of albums releasing. I remember last year I said Lil Skies had album of the year. Boy, was I wrong. I actually don't even remember what would be album of the year last year. For me anyways. But this year, this is an undeniable piece of art. And so is Eternal Take. And for me, there's plenty of time. Who knows? There's going to probably be a lot more albums because people have nothing to do but record because, bro, everyone's on quarantine. So that might be the good part of quarantine, is just everyone just hits the home studios and records albums, you know? But this album is Grammy worthy. It is Grammy worthy. And if Joyner gets snubbed at next year's Grammys, boy, oh boy, will there be riots. Like, this deserves at least a nomination. At least. Give the man a nomination. That's all it takes is a nomination. And then him to at least there at least be an argument for the person who wins be better than Joyner. That's all you need, and you'll be safe. No riots, no nothing. You should be fine. That sounded like Alex Wasabi's No Camera, No Nothing. Anyways, but yeah, no riots, no nothing. If you give someone with an argument to be better than Joyner at this point. Now, honestly, if I'm really looking at it, there hasn't been that many albums this year so far. Now, obviously, quarantine's going to change that. There's going to be a lot more albums releasing within the next month or so. People are going to be trying to get into the VMAs, which I think the deadline is July 1st. So May, June, and April will be very important for the VMAs, if you care about that. The summer has some award shows, but most of the award shows are like in January, February. So we've already passed that. So I guess we're looking at really the VMAs, some Teen Choice, I guess. Nothing really music-wise other than the VMAs. And, actually, I don't know when the AMAs are. Oh, no, those were way back. Okay, no, I'm thinking of a certain award show that's also put on by MTV, I believe. I don't know. I don't fucking know award shows. But Joyner deserves Album of the Year. That's my argument. But looking at, I think there's going to be a lot of albums in June, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Drake drops sometime this summer. Which, once that will compete with this. Like, Joyner is up there with Drake on album, like, on how good your album could be. Now, I guess because Drake's on the downfall, and I guess, like, Joyner's a little bit going up, you know, if you, like, Drake's a little bit going, like, slightly slanted downwards, and Joyner's going upwards. So, yeah, I guess I expect those albums to at least be even. Maybe Joyner be a little bit better. But, yeah, so that I'm expecting Drake to drop sometime this year. Who knows? Maybe J. Cole drops. Honestly, doubt it. Like, I don't know. Who can compete with the top levels? Eminem dropped in January. So, actually, you know what? Yeah, like, right now, it's Eminem, Lil Uzi, and Joyner for Album of the Year right now. Right now. It is very early, but that is the competition right now. I think that's it so far this year. But yeah, going through the track list, there's a bunch of songs that are good. What's that song with Young Thug that isn't a single so far? All the singles that he's released so far have been amazing. Like, all the ones that I've previously stated. On the album, there was the song with Young Thug. Fuck, I can't remember. Is it War? It might be War. I think it's War. That song's good. That stands out. The song with Timbaland. stands out. Song Chris Brown stands out, obviously. I'm just naming the features at this point. Fuck. Here, I'm going to look. I know I'm driving you crazy by not saying any of the fucking names of the songs, but yeah. Here, let's just all calm down. I'll find it eventually. There we go. All right. So, oh, that's the single albums. There. All right. So yeah, The War with Young Thug. That stands out. I forgot Devil's Work. Yeah, Goldmine's good. 10 Bands, Revenge, Will, Broken Stupid. Yeah. So the only ones that I don't like are the skits. I Lied is pretty good. Yeah. I can't think. I think Finally feat. Chris Brown was the worst song in the album, and even at that, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Still Can't Love is. I didn't really like, but it was still a good song. But yeah, those two are the only songs that I don't have on my playlist. The rest of the album is on my playlist, which is just insane. You rarely get an album where there's 10 songs that can go into your playlist. This is like Astroworld levels of good, like insane. To be fair, Eternal Atake does have a lot of songs too, but I'd argue ADHD in general is better than Eternal Atake. But yeah, so far, Joyner Lucas, Album of the Year. There's no questions asked. If I were to hand out awards right now, the way too early awards for best music, best album goes to Joyner Lucas. That's going to be it for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think will be Album of the Year at the end of the year. You know? And, yeah, we might be able to have a good conversation in the comments. I always love that. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
I cannot stand on the drama, the guys that they talking, they moving like zombies. Dressed in the wadi. I cannot love her, but I said I love her cause I was so gone to the Molly. Yeah. Serving the sorry, roll up deep to the party. Only Uber big body, till I caught that Rari. Push to start, no car key. I am so sick of these bitches, they tripping, I swear that they left for Kalani.